everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all had a very good week. Today is a makeup video, but it's a slightly different style video that I'm going to try today. Quite a lot of you have asked if I would bring more makeup videos using the Tropic makeup, and that is what I'm doing today. However, I've gone for a slightly different style. So I'm quite simple with my makeup. I tend to stick to the same thing or similar things. So to bring me out of my comfort zone a little bit and to try different techniques, different colours, I thought I would have a look on YouTube, on Tropic Skincare's YouTube channel, and I obviously found the beautiful Bryony Blake, who is a celebrity makeup artist, and she actually helped with the Tropic Skincare makeup launch when the makeup range was all launched. So I thought, what better person to follow along with than Bryony Blake herself. And seeing as we're on the verge of spring, summer, although it doesn't look like it when you look out the window today, anyway, we'll ignore that. But because, yeah, we're hopefully going to be having a summer soon, I chose her spring makeup look to do today. So I'm going to follow along with Bryony Blake. I'm going to use what she uses. The colours might be slightly different to obviously match my skin tone. So if you would like to see how I get on and how to achieve this makeup look, then please keep watching.
Hey guys, today I'm going to do a really beautiful fresh spring look. I'm going to be using my Tropic palette. I've put together my ultimate spring Tropic palette, which I can't wait to show you how to use. And also the best thing about this makeup, guys, it's super quick. Let's get started. Like always, I love to prep my skin with this Rainforest Dew. I absolutely am obsessed with this serum.
So obviously the first thing I'm going to do as well is prep my skin with the Rainforest Dew, and it's really good. It just gives you a really dewy finish to your skin. So I have done my skincare already, so this isn't a part of my skincare. I'm purely using this as a primer for my makeup. So as she does, I just take a few pumps of this from the pipette and then just pat it in to my skin.
With my beauty booster, this one is in Soft Honey. You guys know how much I love this foundation. You don't need very much. You can pop it on with your fingers or you can use a sponge, however you want to do it.
Got my beauty booster here. Obviously the colours that I am going to use are going to be different to what she uses because I have a lighter skin tone than she does. So I'm going to go in with Barely Nude, and she applies it with her fingers in this video, so I thought I'd give that a go because I usually apply this with a sponge. So we're trying new things, we're changing it up a bit, and we're seeing what happens. So that's all applied, and that was super easy to do actually. I just kind of applied it how I would a moisturiser. So that's all in, and I can get into these crooks of my nose easily with my fingers as well. So yes, I like doing that. I liked applying that with my fingers. So in her video she also mentions how this has SPF in it, which it does. It has SPF 35, so not only is it a beautiful sheer foundation, but it also protects you from UVA and UVB rays as well.
You want a little bit more coverage, which I do. I'm going to go in with my Undercover concealer in Pecan, which is in my palette. And I love this because I'm taking the flat detailing brush and I'm just popping a little bit of that just in areas that I want a little bit more coverage.
Okay, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take my Undercover concealer, and I don't usually apply this with the flat detailing brush either. I usually use the small detailing brush. So this will be good to see how I like this brush. So I'm going to put it under my eyes like she did. I'm going to put it on my eyelids as well, like she did. And basically, yeah, as she did, just where I want a little bit more coverage. And where I like a bit more coverage is probably around my nose, bit on my forehead, just here, probably a little bit on any maybe red marks that I've got. I haven't got too many, but I've got a bit of texture down here, obviously from my scarring, so I'll probably put a little bit down here as well. And like Bryony, this Undercover concealer is a must-have in my palette. I have two palettes and I have the Undercover concealer in both. I absolutely love it. It's probably one of the makeup products I use the most because our sheer foundation is beautiful, but if you do want a bit more coverage, then the Undercover concealer is definitely my go-to for that. And it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel cakey, because you're only putting it in the areas that you need it, rather than quite a thick foundation all over your face, which is really lovely. For reference as well, I use shade Macadamia in the Undercover concealer. So that's her base done. She doesn't put any powder on in this video, so a nice dewy finish to the skin, which is perfect for spring summer.
I'm then going to take the Pinch Me Pink blusher, and I'm going to go in with the flatter end of the Precision Face Brush. I'm just going to give myself a little beautiful rosy cheek. Very, very gently, just work it from the apples all the way up to the hairline.
So if you've seen my other makeup videos, I absolutely love this brush. It's a double-ended one. This is the Face Precision brush. It has the flat end that she just used for her blusher, and then we have the other end, which she comes on and uses a little bit later, I think. So I haven't used the Pinch Me Pink blusher before, so this is a new colour for me. I usually use Coral Bloom, which is also a cream blusher, whereas Pinch Me Pink is a powder blusher, which is what I always used to use before I started using Tropic and discovered how great cream blushes are. So I have the Pinch Me Pink blusher here. So I'm taking the flat end of the Face Precision brush, which is usually what I do use for my blusher. So I'm going to, and as she says, and she does it in circular motions, up to the hairline.
Keep blending and moving in circular motions, and this will just assure you getting that really gorgeous pinched cheek look. Oh, I just love a blush. I love a blush. Then I'm going to go in with the slightly rounder ended side of the Precision Face Brush, and I'm going to go in with my highlighter, and this one is in Golden Hour. I'm just going to swipe that, tap it off the end, and then just pop that just above the cheekbones. So very, very gently gliding that on, and then I'm going to take that a little bit round to my eyebrow, and I'm also, guys, going to sweep that on to my eyelid.
So I'm going to go in with a powder highlighter like Bryony does, but I'm going in with shade Afterglow. So I'll take the other end of my Face Precision brush, Face Precision brush, that's not the easiest to say, like she does, pat it off. I feel professional doing that. And sweep it over my cheeks. And up to her eyebrow, she did it as well, up here. And then over my eyelid as well. You can probably see it a bit better on this side because the window is kind of at a diagonal to me. So this side of my face is in the dark a little bit. I need to get one of those big ring lights. But there you go, that's my highlighter. Oh no, she does a little bit more. So, bridge of my nose. And Cupid's bow. The brushes, she says, so this is the one that we used for the concealer, but I used the bigger end, so I'm using the small end this time into my highlighter, same highlighter that I used everywhere else, and then in the inner corners of my eyes. Easy. I'm just going to comb my eyebrows up with my spoolie, and I'm just going to run a little bit of carob through my eyebrows. I like to have a little bit of a darker colour in my palette, because the great thing about this is that not only does it fill in my eyebrows, which are very patchy at the moment, but also I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow slash eyeliner. So it's a kind of 3-in-1, which I love. The more things you can get out of your palette, the better. Carob is actually a powder for your eyebrows. So I usually use a pomade, but I'm going to go along with the theme of what Bryony Blake is using, but just slightly different colours because her, like I said, she's a bit darker than me. So I'm going to go with Cedar, which is this colour just here. So I'm going to go a little bit darker. It's probably about a similar shade to what I usually use. I usually use Willow Bark is what I usually use. So I think it's probably quite a similar colour to that. A 3-in-1 brush, as she does. Brush my brows up a little bit. And as she said, her eyebrows are a bit patchy. Mine are as well from having them microbladed, but the last time I had them done was probably about 3 or 4 years ago. She also uses the angled brush end, which is what I would usually use, to apply this. So I'm just going to take a bit of cedar on this brush and then fill in my brows. I do like that actually. I would probably say that I have not used powder for so long, but I quite like it.
I'm going to take the angled side of the eye brush and I'm just going to go in with the carob, and I'm actually going to use it as a very soft eyeliner, so taking that all the way along the roots of my eyelashes.
So she made that look really easy in her video. We shall see how I get on with it. So again, taking my angled brush, I'll do the same. So actually that was quite easy, and I've tried that with a pomade before and I think I like the powder better. It gives a, you don't have to be precise like she says, but it does give a nice look. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the difference there? So I've done this eye, but I haven't done this eye yet. But it just gives a little sort of smokiness to it. Yeah, I really like it.
I'm just simply going to go along the roots of the bottom of my lashes and just very, very gently just give it a bit of a smudgy liner.
I'm a big fan of that. I think that looks really nice, and just like she says, you don't have to be precise, and it actually gives a really nice effect by using that powder. Love it. I think I'm going to do this quite a lot. I don't know if you can see my eyes, but it just gives a slightly smokiness on the upper and lower lash lines, and I think it looks really good. I don't know if you can see it as well on here as in person, which is annoying. Yeah, definitely try that. I really like that. So next step, you're probably familiar with this now, the Fixing Gel Mascara. I use black as well. It also comes in brown. So basically all you do is apply the fixing gel, and I know in this video that Bryony does use the extension fibres, but like she says as well, you don't have to use them. If you just want a bit more of a false lash effect, you can, but you can absolutely just use the Fixing Gel Mascara as well. But I'm going to do as she says, and I'm going to use both today. So you apply one coat of the fixing gel, which I'm doing now, and then you apply the extension fibres, and then you apply another coat of the Fixing Gel Mascara. So there we go. I've applied the extension fibres to the top, but I've just put the fixing gel on the bottom lashes. I don't use the extension fibres on the bottom lashes as well, ever.
Finish off this beautiful spring look, guys, it's going to have to be my favourite, Guava Berry. I'm just going to pop this on with my finger. Again, if you're not used to wearing a pop of colour, try it with your finger first, give yourself a little bit of a lip stain, and then when you feel confident, you can then go in and make it really bold. I absolutely love this colour so much. I love the fact that it's really bright, but it's not a red and it's not a pink. It's kind of in between, and it's got that gorgeous kind of warm tone that will suit every skin tone. So
to apply Guava Berry to my lips, as she does, I'm going to use the one that comes in the palette, which is this one here, rather than the lipstick. I do have it in the Kiss Me Quick lipstick format as well, but I'm gonna apply it with my finger, because I think that was a really nice tip, that if you're not used to using, or you're not used to wearing bright colours on your lips, apply it with your finger, because obviously it's a bit lighter and you're not going to get as much product if you rub it onto your finger and then rub it onto your lips as you would if you put straight on with a lipstick. So I really like that little tip, so I'm going to try it now. Hang on, I'm using the viewfinder on the camera, so I'll get a mirror and do this, otherwise we'll spoil it right at the very end. But yeah, I really like that. This is a beautiful colour, like she says. It is really lovely and bright, really great for spring, summer. I love that little tip. So if you are that person who's nervous about wearing bright colours on your lips, get one in your palette and then apply it with your finger, and it's not as bright as applying it as a lipstick, I don't think, but you still get that beautiful pop of colour. And like she said, I'm a completely different skin tone and colour to Bryony Blake, but she's so right, it does suit everyone. And that is the final makeup look. I'm just going to go and change my top into something a bit more spring-like, summer-like, which is not what the weather's doing outside at the moment. I'm looking out the window at grey skies. There's not even any clouds, it's just pure grey. Not a smidge of sun out there, but by us all trying this spring summer makeup look, we will that sun to come out. And there we go, there is the final makeup look. I've just changed into a nice white spring summer type top. I absolutely love this. This is from Zara. It's just got these puffy sleeves and kind of like pirate sleeves, they remind me of. But yeah, really lovely. And I feel very spring summer. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that by following along with me, following along with Bryony, that it shows you truly how simple and quick doing these makeup looks are with Tropic makeup. And if you have everything in your palette and you're going out for the day, then you can literally take your palette with everything that we use. The only thing that I didn't use that can go in a palette is the mascara, extension fibres and the beauty booster. Everything else is in here, and obviously the makeup brushes as well. But if you just took along this with you, like Bryony says in her video as well, you can reapply whatever you need basically. So if you need to reapply a little bit of the cream concealer, or if you want to reapply your lippy throughout the day, then it's all in here, one thing, pop it in your bag. It's nice and slimline as well, and just pops straight in. You have a big mirror as well there, which is super handy to apply your product wherever you are, which is brilliant. And I absolutely love this. It was so simple, and by doing this it's also made me use different colours. Like I said, I've never used the Pinch Me Pink blusher before, and I haven't used powder on my brows for ages, and I've learned that brilliant tip with the lipstick, and I love the smoky eyeliner as well using the brow powder, which is amazing. So we've all learned some new things today, hopefully, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a go. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video, because I've not done one of these style, like following along with somebody else before. Let me know if you try it out, and also let me know if you would like any help building up your own palette with your own personalized colors that suit your skin tone. Then yeah, just drop me a message. I'll be happy to chat with you and help you out as much as I can. And I will of course leave everything that I used in the description box down below. I'll leave a link to my web shop as well, where you can go and build your own palette, and it gives you a nice little sort of preview of what your palette would look like as well once you've made it all up before you confirm your order. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it really helpful. If you did, I would really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already, as I bring a new video every Sunday. And next Sunday's video is a very exciting one, because I am bringing you the new product that launched last weekend, the new Mama and Baby ranges. I will have the product in my hands to show you next Sunday, so hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell as well, so that you don't miss any uploads that I do. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.